We are hearing from an eyewitness who survived the mass shooting during a 4th of July parade in Illinois. Annalisa Rorvik says she and her husband ran for their lives after hearing the gunshots. She's joining us now over the telephone with more. Annalisa, thanks so much for being with us. First of all, I guess the very first question we want to know is, how are you doing? How's your family doing?
We're okay. We're safe. Very grateful to be safe. We're still kind of processing. It's definitely like a shock.
So what time did you get to the parade, and what did you see? Sort of take us through your story from the moment you got into position to watch the parade.
Yeah, so we got there right before the parade started at around like 9:30. We walked up and down Central Avenue and kind of found a place to sit, which happened to be like right by Port Clinton Square. So we were sitting right there watching the parade, and then kind of farther to our right, we started to hear, or to our left, we started to hear what sounded like fireworks. That's what we thought it was. And then we gradually just kind of saw like a wave of panic kind of take over the crowd. My husband says that he heard a woman yelling, telling everybody that there was a shooter and telling everybody to run, and that's kind of when it just broke into total chaos.
I mean, that must have been so surreal for you to hear this. We're not talking fireworks. That's not what you're hearing. You are hearing gunshots. As you are running, you know, what's going through your mind, and what are you seeing? You know, we've seen video. I think one image in particular that sort of struck me was of a father holding a child and sort of dragging another young child. And I just thought, there's only so fast you can run when you're trying to outrun bullets.
Yeah, I mean, not much is going through your head at that point. You're kind of in fight or flight mode. So we pretty much just took off, and it's all kind of a blur. I mean, we saw people running, like, kind of, some people seemed to freeze. It was just like panic just kind of swept over the whole crowd at the same time. And my husband and I, our gut instinct was to run really fast and really far as soon as we kind of realized what was going on. But yeah, we didn't really process, I guess, like what had truly happened until we were in the safety of our own home and kind of looked it up on the news.
And then when you sat down and you watched the news coverage and you realized what you had escaped, what was the conversation like between you and your husband?
Utter shock. I mean, like, we knew that something had happened. We were honestly still hopeful, like maybe everybody was just overreacting and it was fireworks and we're just jumpy because of the state of, you know, the world right now. And we were hoping to come home and learn that. But when we came home, we found that now there was a mass shooter. I mean, and then not only that, but to see how close we were to where it happened and to where the victims were. I mean, it was just like utter shock, and we're still kind of unpacking that.
Annalisa, let me ask you, like most Americans, you've no doubt seen the news coverage of these mass shootings over the course of the last several years. And, you know, I don't have any kids, so it's not often that I'm going to find myself at a family event like a parade such as this one. But do you, as a family, did you ever have conversations about what to do in a situation like this? Because I kind of wonder, now this is becoming the norm. I mean, it is the norm now in the United States of America, and yet we always hear, oh, we never thought it would happen to us, or we never thought it could happen in this community. And I just wonder if those are the kinds of conversations that families like yours are having, or perhaps not.
Yeah, so actually, ironically, I had like an active shooter training through my job like a few weeks before this happened, and that was kind of still in my head as this was happening, and like going, like, it was such a morbid training to have to do, and I was hoping like it would never be relevant in my life, but thankfully I think I remembered, at least at, like, on a subconscious level, like what they taught me during that class, and I think that kind of is why I had the immediate instinct to just run.
Annalisa, we have all watched the news coverage of shootings, and there is a feeling, no matter how much we cover it, that this is something that happened somewhere else. And now it has happened at an event that you love, that you went to with your husband. Now, how do you feel about these shootings? Is this something that happened somewhere else?
No, I mean, it's like right in our backyard. It's part of my life forever now. So, I mean, incredibly personal, incredibly close, just something I never ever would have expected.
Annalisa Rorvik, I know it can't be easy to talk about this. It's only been a day. You're still processing exactly what happened. So we really appreciate you spending some time with us.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.